Good morning, students. This is Banu Prasad, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering in the Ambedkar College of Engineering and Technology. Today we will discuss about plasma arc machining process. So in plasma arc machining process, we will discuss for today class 1, what are the process parameters we can use in plasma arc machining process, what are the design concept, what are the design concept for the plasma arc machining process. Next one is what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, what are the applications. So next one is our total one conclusion. This is our today topic 1. So comes in our previous lecture, we will discuss about, so what is the plasma, how the plasma will be generating one. So introduction about the plasma one. So what are the working principle of the plasma arc machining process. Next one is what is the parts we have in plasma arc machining process. So each and every one we will discuss about in our previous lecture. That is our previous lecture. Comes to today class 1. So see here, today class 1. Parameters influences on plasma arc machining process. So we have the parameters. So these parameters are influence the plasma arc machining process. So what are the parameters means? So see here, the parameters are associated with, first of all, design and operation of the torch one. So these parameters are influence the plasma arc machining process. So these parameters are very important. What are the parameters means? First of all, design and operation of the torch. Design and operation of the torch is very important. So any drawback on this torch one, design and operation of the torch one. So some effect we can see on the plasma arc machining process. Next one is the physical configuration of the setup one. The physical configuration of the setup also very important. So it is one of the parameters. So this parameter is influence for the plasma arc machining process. Next one is the environment in which work is performed. So the environment also very important. Based on the environment also, we can start with the plasma arc machining process. Okay, plasma arc machining process. So these three parameters are the some of the influence we can see on the plasma arc machining process. So these three are, first of all, is design and operation of the torch. Design and operation of the torch is very important. Second one is physical configuration of the setup one. Physical configuration also very important. Total setup one. Third one is environment one. Total environment in the work performed. So that is also very important. Those three parameters are very important one. So next one is we can see. So parameters associated with the design and operation of the torch. So see here, the parameters associated with the design and operation of the torch one. So see here, first of all, operation aspects one. So there are two modes of operation of the DC plasma torch system. So DC, so in torch one, in operation aspects one, we are using the torch one. So there are the two modes of operation of the DC plasma torches one. The first one is non-transfer mode one. Second one is transfer mode one. We have the two plasma torches. First one is non-transfer mode one. Next one is transfer mode one. So in transfer mode one, we have the turbulent or laminar mode one. So again in transfer mode one, so we have the two types also again. One is tubular one. Second one is laminar mode one. So these are the one of the parameters associated with design and operation of the torch one. Okay, these parameters అనేది దేంతో associate అయ్యి అంటే దేంతో క్లబ్ అయ్యి అంటే దేంతో యాడ్ అయ్యి అంటే డిజైన్ తో అండ్ ఆపరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది టార్చ్ వన్. ఇవి పారామీటర్స్ ఎప్పుడైతే డిజైన్ తో టైఅప్ అయ్యాయో యాడ్ అయ్యాయో సో అప్పుడు మనకి ఏంటంటే ఆపరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది టార్చ్ ఆపరేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది టార్చ్ we have the torches are generally two types one. First one is non-transfer mode, second one is transfer mode. In transfer mode one, again we have the two modes. The first one is turbulent one, second one is laminar mode one. Okay, so it is one of the parameters. Next one is design aspects. The design aspects are very important. So total design one, we have the total plasma arc machining process one. This plasma arc machining process one, that design is very important one. Design is nothing but each and every part. Design is very important. Some example one torch design also very important. Based on the workpiece one, you can use the torches some. Okay, non-transfer mode we have, transfer mode we have tubular we have, turbulent we have, laminar we have. So based on the workpiece one, based on the working principle onward, we can choose this torch. Okay, first of all, the plasma torch is designed for the maximum thermal output. So see here, the torch plasma torch is see here, it is the torch. This completely torch is coming to the outside, through the plasma arc machining onwards. The torch is coming to the outside. This total torch is designed for the maximum thermal output. Maximum thermal output onwards, we are designing this plasma torch. Next one is the following design parameters affect the performance of the torch work. So see here, so in your previous lecture, so in the previous slide, the parameters are affected for the plasma arc machining process, but here these parameters are affected for the torch. Okay, so what is that one is? First one is cathode size. Cathode size also very important. So next one is convergence of the nozzle. Convergence of the nozzle also very important. Next one is nozzle orifice diameter. The nozzle orifice diameter also very important one. Convergence of the nozzle is very important one. Convergence. So when the thermal power, this convergence of the nozzle is very important. How much you release the arc one is very important. Convergence of the nozzle is very important. Next one is nozzle orifice diameter. So based on the nozzle onwards, the arc is come through the outside one. So that's why the nozzle orifice diameter also very important one. Based on the diameter onwards, so the arc is come through the outside one. So based on the length, the arc come large one. So based on the orifice diameter, the arc length will be depending on this one. So next one is orifice length. Nozzle orifice diameter, third one. Fourth one is orifice length also very important. So next one is electrode gap. So the gap also very important between the workpiece and the arc. We want to maintain some gap also. Gap also very important. Next one is cooling of electrode. So through the nozzle onwards, the nozzle total surroundings one, we are using the cooling mechanism. So based on the cooling mechanism, we are reducing the overheating. Okay, the nozzle continuously it flows the arc one. So it flows the arc one automatically. It flowing the arc one, so automatically the power will be developed in there. So that's why how can we reduce the overheating means? How can we restrict the overheating means? By using the cooling mechanism. By using the cooling mechanism through the surrounding of the nozzle one, we are reducing the overheating of the plasma machining process. Okay, that is the cooling of electrode. Okay, so these are the some of the parameters that is affect on the torch. Okay, so first one is cathode side, second one is convergence of the nozzle, third one is nozzle orifice diameter, fourth one is orifice length, fifth one is electrode gap, sixth one is cooling of electrode. Okay, so these are the parameters affect for the torch. Okay, so next one is we can see general design consideration. Okay, so in our previous slide one, we will discuss about only torch design. So the plasma torch is designed for the thermal output. So the thermal output purpose, the torch is they are designed one. So the following parameters affect for the torch one, that one. So comes to here, this in this slide one, general design consideration. Okay, it is the general design. So in this previous slide one, especially for torch design one, but it is a general design one. So the large current require large dia cathode, orifice length and electrode gap. So see here in this design consideration one, large current required one. So large dia cathode we have. So large cathode dia onwards, we use the large current requirement. So the orifice length and the electrode gap also very important. So these are the major general design consideration. So large current requirement also very important. Why? Because it is a total thermal energy processor, thermal energy machining operation. In thermal energy machining operation one, so the thermal power, the thermal energy we are using the more one. Why? Because the DC power supply we are using one. So the requirement of the thermal energy is more one here. So that is based on the requirement large dia cathode. Large dia cathode also we are using one. Next one is orifice length one. Orifice length also very important. That is one of the general design consideration. Next one is electrode gap. The electrode gap also very important. We are operating at large arc voltages one. it is preferred to increase the angle of the taper at the cathode tip one. So while operating the large arc voltages one, some example one, we are using the high voltage on the plasma arc machining operation one. So it is preferred to increase the angle of the taper at the cathode tip one. So when we are operating the large arc voltage one, to increase the angle of the taper at the cathode tip. Okay, so that is one of the design consideration. While operating the transferred arc anode one, the flat phase cathode is used due to high arc voltage one. When we are operating at the transferred arc anode one, when we are transferred the arc anode one, machine should the phase cathode is used due to the high arc voltage one. So machine should transfer the arc anode one, machine should use the high arc voltage. Okay, cathode is used due to high arc voltages. That is one of the design consideration. Next one is edge of construction are rounded off to avoid turbulences. Okay, edge of constructions are rounded off to avoid the turbulences. So edge, so based on the nozzle edge, so we have some of the drawbacks also. That is nothing but torch also. On the arch edge also we have some of the effect you can see. So that is the edge of construction are rounded off to avoid the turbulence. So next one is the transfer arc mode use long throat length. So here non-transferred torch one. So the arc mode used long throat length. So in non-transferred arc one, so mode one use the long transfer length, while for transfer arc mode the minimum length is used. So in touch one we have it two types. Only transferable touch one, non-transferable touch one. But here non-transferable arc modes one, you can use the long throat length, while the transfer arc mode the main length is used. When we are transferring the arc mode one, the main length is very important. The main length we are considered. Okay, though no water leakage in the plasma chamber one. For the cooling chamber is allowed one. So the leakage means the nozzle surroundings one, we are using the cooling mechanism. So when water will be leakage one, so that is some of the drawbacks we can see on the machining operation. So that's no water leakage we want to maintain in the plasma machining process. No water leakage into the plasma chamber from the cooling chamber is allowed one. So that is one of the design one. Next one is oxygen or compound of the oxygen in the plasma gas are determined to the cathode. So the oxygen or compound of the oxygen in the plasma gas one are determined to the cathode. To determine the oxygen compound in plasma gas one, to determine as the cathode one. So these are the some of the general design considerations. Okay, general design considerations means so we are using the plasma machining process. So in plasma machining operation, machine should general design is very important one. So based on the design, this design onwards, it perform very well. The design consideration is not good in the plasma machining process. The efficiency, the total quality, and everything is very low. So some of the drawbacks also we can see on the plasma machining process. In the current design consideration, we are not using these machines. So we can see some of the drawbacks also. So we can see for that machine also. So what are the drawbacks means not accuracy one. Some of the defaults we can see in running time also. Some defaults we can see. So some time wastage one. So not accuracy one. So these are some of the defaults you can see on the plasma machining operation. So when we are not follow the design consideration. So next one is we can see for the successful utilization of the plasma machining process, it is necessary to analyze the following process parameters. So when we are utilizing the plasma machining process, it is necessary to analyze the following parameters. Okay, so ఎప్పుడైతే మనం plasma machining process అనేది utilize చేసుకున్నామో successful గా, so ఈ parameters అనేది మస్ట్ we want to check, we want to analysis this kind of parameters. First one is power supply. ఎప్పుడైతే మనం ఈ ప్లాస్మా మిషనింగ్ ప్రాసెస్ యూజ్ చేసుకుని మిషనింగ్ చేస్తున్నామో ఈ పారామీటర్స్ అనేది మనం మస్ట్ గా చెక్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉండాలి ఇప్పటికప్పుడు. అంటే ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ ఆపరేషన్ మస్ట్ వాంట్ చెక్ దీస్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ పారామీటర్స్. వై? బికాస్ ఎనీ డిఫాల్ట్స్ ఆన్ దీస్ పారామీటర్స్ So total working is stoppable one. A replay ఏదైనా మన డిఫాల్ట్ ఉన్నాయంటే టోటల్ మిషనింగ్ ఆపరేషన్ అనేది ఆగిపోతుంది. కాబట్టి అలాంటి డిఫాల్ట్స్ ఏమి ఉండకుండా మస్ట్ షుడ్ before you want to start the operation, you want to check all these parameters. First of all, power supply. You want to check, you want to analysis one. Second one is shielding gas. Next one is nozzle. Nozzle is very important. Next one is primary gas. Next one is cutting parameters. So these are one of the major parameters we want to check. We want to analyze the plasma machining process before machining operation. Power supply, first of all, type DC. So machine should in plasma machining process, machine should we can use it for DC power supply only. Next one is voltage, 200 voltage we can use it in the machining operation. Current 50 to 1000 amperes we can use it. The power also 2 to 200 kilowatts we can use the power one. So okay, this is the power supply. Next one is shielding. Shielding type gas is nothing but CO2, H2O, air, H2O. These kind of shields we can use it on the starch. Next one is pressure. How much pressure we can use it means 11 bars we can use it on the this process. Next one is flow rate. How much flow rate means nothing but 50 meter cube per hour. So it is one of the shielding. Next one is nozzle. The nozzle SOD, the nozzle diameter is nothing but 6 to 30 mm. The diameter is nothing but 0.80 to 6.30 mm. The life is nothing but 2 to 5 hours lifetime. So the material is nothing but Z or HF. So it is the nozzle. Okay, so these also we want to analysis. So next one is primary gas. So the compositions N2H2 is equal to 90 is to 10. So the N2H2 we can use it in this plasma machining process 90 is to 10 1. Okay, so next one is pressure is nothing but how much pressure we can use means 10 bar we can use it. The flow rate is nothing but 50 meter cube per minute. So these are parameters. Okay, these are a successful utilization of the plasma machining process. It is necessary to analyze the following process parameters. Okay, so next one is see here parameters associated with the physical configuration of the system. Okay, the parameter associated with the physical configuration. So what are the physical configurations means? So see here in plasma arc machining process, important variable are stand of distance, first one. Next one is the angle is important one. How much the based on the two one, how much angle we are using one. Next one is depth of cut also very important one. Next one is speed and feed of the work towards the torch. So the speed and feed of the work towards the torch also very important. Next one is the feed and depth is determined by the material removal. The feed and depth is determined by the material removal. The depth and the feed and depth is determined by material removal. So next one is stand of distance is the distance between the nozzle and the workpiece. The effect of SODR. So in the nozzle one, in the workpiece one, we want to maintain some distance. The distance is very important here. So we maintain the distance one. We cannot see some of the effects on the total machining operation. We are not maintaining the distance one. Machine should we can see some of the effect on the machining operation. Maintain minimum SOD on the better quality cuts since arc divergent is less one. So minimum maintain the SOD. So by using the SOD one to get the better quality cuts one since the divergent is less one. So increase the power input is necessary when SOD distance is large. So when we want to increase the power means power is increase the input one to necessary with SOD distance is large one. The SOD distance is large one, machine should we want to increase the power input one. The distance is not large one, the power will be reduced one. So SOD can range from 6.5 to 76.2 mm. Okay, the SOD distance is nothing but so 6.5 to 76.2 mm. So these are the parameters associated with the physical configuration of the system. Okay, so next one is see here cutting speed. The cutting speed is very important. So in this plasma arc machining process, we can do the welding process, cutting process, and the spraying process. So comes to here in cutting process, the speed depending on the thickness of the metal to be machined. Okay, the total speed, cutting speed is depending on the thickness of the material. Okay, the thickness is very low, the cutting speed is more one. When the thickness is a large one, the thickness is more one, the cutting speed is slowly it can be moved. Slowly it will be cut the workpiece. Okay, the thickness material required the low speed than the thin material. The thickness material is required low speed than the thin material. So that is one of the important point. The typical value of cutting speed are, so see here the typical values of the cutting speed are, first of all, stainless steel. In plasma cutting process, so you can use it for the material is stainless steel one. The thickness is 75 mm or 130 mm. The arc current is 800. We can use 130 thickness onwards. We can use it for the 1000 watt, 1000 arc current. We can use it. The cutting speed is 380. So see here, the thickness is 75 one. The power is 800. We can use the cutting speed is 380. So when we are using the thickness is 131, the power is 1001. So the cutting speed also we can use it for 150. When the thickness will be increased, the cutting speed will be reduced. That is one of the very important point. When the thickness is very low one, the cutting speed is more one. The power arms we can use it for very low one. Okay, next one is aluminum one. So some example one in plasma machining process, we can use it for the aluminum material one. The thickness is 75 one. The current is 900. The cutting speed is 760. So see here, when the thickness will be reduced here, the speed will be increased. How much means 760. Next one is 180 thickness. We can use it one. The power will be 1001. The cutting speed is 180. So here we reduce the cutting speed one. Next one is brass one. So when we are using the brass one, the thickness is 13 1. So the arc current is 4 1. The cutting speed is also see here 1780 speed one. The thickness is 13 1. The speed is 1780. Okay, next one is titanium. The thickness is 13 1. Current we can use 401, but the cutting speed is 2285. So these are one of the process. These are one of the so plasma cutting speed values. Okay, so the cutting speed it is depending on the thickness of the material. Thickness of the material one to be machined. Okay, so next one is we can see parameters associated with the environment in which work is performed. The parameters is associated with the parameter environment one. So what kind of work will be performed means ఎప్పుడైతే parameters అనేది environment తో tie up అయినప్పుడు సో అప్పుడు మనకు వర్క్ అనేది ఎలా పర్ఫామ్ అవుతుంది, which work is performed means, so see here the protective atmosphere as created to reduce the oxidation of the exposed high temperature machined surfaces. The parameters is associated with the environment one. So see here it is the protective atmosphere as generated when we are using the environment, when we are doing the machining operation in the environment one, the protective atmosphere has created to reduce the oxidation mode. Okay, so it is protective. The protective atmosphere has created to reduce the oxidation of the exposed high temperature machined surfaces. So that is one of the very important. So the protective atmosphere has created to reduce the oxidation exposure for the high temperature machined surface. That is an important one. Second one is the deflection of the arc should be keep in minimum one. The deflection of the arc is very important. The deflection of the arc should be keep in minimum one. So the deflection will be maintained in minimum only. The speed of the plasma column should be uniform on impinging area. Okay, the plasma column should be uniform at the impingement area one. Impingement area one. So it is one of the parameters associated with the environment. So next one is what is the process capabilities. So process capability is very important. So what are the process capability means? The carbon steel plates thicker than the 50 mm can be cut 10 times. So the process capabilities means so the machine యొక్క total strength capability ఏంటి, ఏ మెటీరియల్ యూజ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఎంత క్యాపబిలిటీలో కట్ అవుతుంది ఏంటనేది టోటల్ డీటెయిల్స్ ఆఫ్ ది స్లైడ్ కార్బన్ స్టీల్ ప్లేట్స్ మనం యూజ్ చేసుకున్నప్పుడు thicker than the 50 mm. So the thicker than the 50 mm one, so it can be cut for 10 times faster than oxygen fuel cutting. Okay, so manaki carbon steel plates thicker than 3 mm choose cheskunnappudu 10 times faster than the oxygen fuel cutting. Okay, the accuracy of 0.8 mm up to 35 mm plates. Next one is 3 mm up to 150 mm plates. It will be accuracy. Accuracy of the cutting speed is nothing but 0.8 mm up to 35 mm plates one. Next one 3 mm up to 150 mm plates. The sharp radius up to 4 mm is possible, but increases up to 38 mm. radius up to we are used in 40 mm is possible one, but increased up to 38 mm also. The metal removal rate up to 150 centimeter cube per minute is possible one. The angle is 2 degrees to 7 degrees one, which the normal cutting radiation 1 degrees to 2 degrees some very special arrangements. Okay, the MRP, the metal removal rate, we can see 150 centimeter cube per minute is possible for the angle 2 to 7 degrees one, with the normal cutting condition 1 to 2 degrees one with special arrangements. So the MRR one, we can see the metal removal rate, we can see 150 centimeter cube per minute. So this next one is smoother surface can be achieved compared to the oxyacetylene framework. Smoother surfaces also it will be achieved compared to the oxyacetylene framework. Okay, smoother surfaces also. When we cut the workpiece one, the smooth surface also we can see here. Next one is magnesium, titanium, carbon, copper, nickel, zinc alloys of copper and nickel can be cut with the plasma machining process. So these kind of materials we can use and cut this plasma machining process. It is used to profile cutting of many materials like mild steel, alloy steel, titanium, etc. So by using these kind of metals to cut the in plasma machining process, the plasma machining process cutting machine లో వచ్చేసరికి ఈ kind of metals కూడా మనం కట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. So it is a process example. Next one is what are the applications? Plasma machining process can be used to make cuts in electrically conductive material. Okay, so man cut cheyalante machine ship the material will be electrically conductive materials only. After that only we want to cut the material. Next one is plasma machining operation used for cutting growths in the hardened shaft one. So in plasma we use it for the cutting growths in the hardened shaft one. We are using the hardened shaft one machine should we use it for the cutting growths. The plasma machining is used for the underwater cutting also. Underwater cutting also you can use it for this kind of machines. Plasma can be used for the deposition filler metals on the surfaces. So plasma can be used for the, so where we are using the plasma means the plasma can be used for the depositioning filler metal on the surfaces or co-ordered or worn out part to be obtained designed properties like corrosion resistance, wear resistance, and anti-friction properties. Okay, so that is one of the applications. Plasma machining is used for profile cutting, stainless steel, aluminum, titanium, and the other non-ferrous materials. So profile cutting purpose also you can use it for plasma machining process. So these are the applications of the plasma machining process. Next one is we can see advantages of the plasma machining process. It is used to cut the ferrous and non-ferrous metal at a high speed. By using this machine to cut the ferrous metal and non-ferrous metals also. The profile cutting of SST and the titanium is possible. The profile cutting of SST and titanium is possible. So non-contact between the tool and the workpiece, hence simple work of holding devices are enough. No contact between the tool and the workpiece. Okay, so here the tool holders, the tool is we are not using it directly. So nozzle onwards, we are producing the artwork. Based on the artwork, we are cutting the workpiece. Okay, so there is no contact between the tool and the workpiece here. So the cutting rate of the material are high one. The cutting rate of the material is very high. So next one is equally effectively regardless of the hardness of the material and the other properties of the material. Equally effective regardless of the hardened material. So it is one of the advantages and can be automated easily. So it can be automated easily. The plasma machining operations can be machined exhaustic metals at high rates. The exhaustic metals also it can be machined at the high rate. So these are some of the advantages. Okay. So any kind of metals you can cut in this material, high cutting speed, high accuracy one. So next one is no contact between the workpiece and the tool one. So it can be automated easily. So it can be machined exhaustic metals also. So these are some of the advantages by using the plasma machining process. So next one is the disadvantages. Worries often produced. So the worries often it will be produced. So in disadvantages verse 1. The tamper on the workpiece may occur. The process alters the surface metallurgical. It produces hard and uneven surfaces. So the process of the alternative, the surfaces is metallurgical one. The process of the surfaces is metallurgical. It produces hardened, uneven surfaces also. So that is one of the disadvantages. Smoke and the noise is produced due light process. So the smoke and noise also produced for this process one. Hence, ice and noise shield is required one. Hence, the ice and the nose shielding is required one. Machine should by using this plasma emission process to use this kind of equipment. Hence, the ice and the nose one shielded is requirement one. The sharp corners are difficult to make use plasma machining process. The sharp corners. So to make the cutting process or any operation, it is very difficult to make using plasma machining process operation. The process produce a HAZ hazard can causes parameters failure of the components. Okay. So it process produce the hazard can causes parameter failure. Okay, so it is one of the default. So in this process, it will produce the hazards. So that's why that is one of the disadvantages. So it is one of the topic for the plasma machining process. Okay, my very important one. It is overall 15 item. So next class we will discuss about the 16 item. Okay, so what is the plasma? The total topics of the 15 it is define plasma. So what is the plasma one? How the plasma will be generating one? What is the introduction of the plasma arc machining process? So basically, when they are introduced the plasma arc machining process means 1964. In 1964 only we have this kind of machining operation. So next one is it is one of the thermal metal removal process. By using this one to remove metal from the workpiece. Okay, so in this plasma arc machining operations, you can do the three kind of operations. By using the plasma arc machining process, you can do the cutting operation, welding operation, and spraying operation also. Okay, three kind of operations we can perform on the plasma arc machining process. This one is what are the working principle of the plasma arc machining process. Next topic is next one is what are the components each and what is the function of the each and every component of the plasma arc machining process. Next one is design consideration one. What are the parameters? What are the parameters affected on the plasma arc machining process? Next one is so see here. Next one is applications parameters associated with the environment one. Next one is cutting speed. Cutting speed also very important one. So how the cutting speed it will be performed on plasma machining process based on the material one, based on the thickness of the material one, the cutting speed will be depending on. When the thickness will be low, the cutting speed will be more one. When the thickness is a higher one, the cutting speed will be very low one. So that is the one of the benefit of. So next one is the disadvantages one. What is the process capability one, applications one, advantages. So these are the one total topic for the plasma arc machining process. Okay, thank you, Amma. So next class we will start for the 16 item. Okay, today onwards the 15 is completed. There is no subtopics, only straight topics plasma arc machining process. Thank you, Amma.